Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, where I did, in fact, finally get the UI mod to function. Also, on top of that, nearly a dozen more mods have now been added to the game. So, yeah, if you thought this was a little crazy before, it has gotten worse. So the first thing I want to do today is just go ahead and get Martin to the Cloud Keep, just so that can all be done, and so I can, basically just run around. Basically just run around grabbing like every single bit of Blades gear that I can. I gave up trying to get the enhanced hotkeys to work, so we're just running our basic ones now. So we've got our Frost, our Heal, our Summon, and the Midas Chest. Spell particles now look a little bit different. Best not to worry about it. And yes, let's head over to Waynon Priory. Hello.
Help! You must help. They're killing everyone at Waynon Priory.
Ah. Well, that doesn't sound good.
I think they're right behind me. Prior Maborel is dead.
Ah. Well, that doesn't seem like a very good thing. I do like how either way you get his horse, though.
I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. I heard the prior talking to someone. Looked around the corner to see who it was. They looked like travelers, ordinary. Suddenly, weapons appeared in their hands, and they cut the prior down before he could move. They saw me watching, and I ran.
Gotcha. Understood. What about Joffrey?
I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. You must help us.
All right, don't worry. I got you.
By the nine divine!
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
You fool! You're no match for a shovel. Sweet. Bread loaf. We'll just take everything you got. It's not like I don't have room for it. Hey, Martin, what's up? Grab some more stuff. Oh, no, I'm over-encumbered. I disagree. I think I am not encumbered at all. Hey, what's up?
God's blood that came out of nowhere. Have you seen Grandmaster Joffrey?
Yeah, Anor said he was in the temple.
He may need our help.
Yeah, let's go. Don't worry, I've got a shovel. Everything's gonna be fine.
Your timing is excellent. I'll take the one on the right.
Now I actually get like a full like an actual timer when I activate effects on myself. I actually have a timer to see how long they'll last.
You're back.
Very nice.
Thank Talos. They
Yep.
attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard Prior Maborel shout. I had just time to arm myself. The Amulet of Kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House. We need to go see if it is safe.
Agreed. Let's go.
We'll go together, but I fear the worst.
Cool. And I'll just take your stuff, and I'll just take your stuff, and I'll just take your stuff. Don't worry, eventually we'll pick up a spell that'll let me, turn your corpses into, gold. I still need to be on the lookout for a boat ore and also flawless gems. A lot of flawless gems are used in the Midas spellcrafting.
The Amulet of Kings is gone. The enemy has defeated us at every turn.
Don't worry, Martin's fine.
So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and lost the Amulet of Kings. Martin cannot stay here. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will.
Yep, where will Martin be
Nowhere
safe?
is truly safe against the power arrayed against us. But we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once.
Gotcha. Alright. We're going to head there.
We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Hey, Piner,
Poor
how's it
Prior
going?
Maberel. He was dead when I came outside. Who could have done this?
There's just no way of telling.
Good day.
So, I think I have a painting variety mod installed and working. Probably, I think, maybe? I have so much stuff. I have no idea what is and isn't working at any given time. Let's see. Neither of those are my horse. Is my horse off at the Anvil stables, or did it get parked somewhere else? There's my horse. Okay. I think it would be fun to actually make the ride to Cloud Ruler Temple, just to really, appreciate the enhanced environments that come with my various mods. Are you both following me, or are you leading the way, Joffrey? If you're not gonna lead the way... Alright, we just want to head north and then northeast. Got it. Alright, let's go. This shouldn't take too long, but it'll give an opportunity to really appreciate the, the enhancements that the mods have added. We'll see a lot of interesting stuff along the way, and probably we're also going to see a lot of places where the terrain kind of breaks. Hey, what's up, Coral Constable? Pretty sure all this is new. Or at least heavily modified from its original form. Somewhere on this map there may or may not be a Shadowfang Keep dungeon. From World of Warcraft. Hey, buddy. Gotcha. Thanks for the pelt. At some point, I probably should invest in getting a weapon better than, a shovel. But we can worry about that later. There may or may not be a Blackrock Mountain somewhere out here, too. Screw it. I don't want to deal with every little pest that I happen to come across along my way. And we want to take the northeastern path. And eventually that will lead to Bruma. And from Bruma, if we haven't seen anything especially fascinating yet, then we'll just fast travel to the Cloud Ruler Temple. But in the meantime, I'm still appreciating this. I assume they are still behind me. They are just very, very far away. Ugh, God, my character is horrifying in profile. Hey guys, how's it going? Martin, you're looking pretty good there. Come on, Sean Bean, we got places to go. So this should be the road that, takes us to Bruma. No idea here. I assume that leads somewhere else. This part still looks like the paved stones. Probably a good indication that this is where I want to go. Hello there! Glad to see our fine Imperial soldiers are still parading around the area, keeping people safe. They'll probably be the first to immediately report it to everybody around if anything crazy happens. You know, like, I don't know, a bunch of Oblivion gates start opening up or something. I'm sure the Knights would happily go around and make sure they warned everybody. Otherwise, that would just be silly. Ooh. More of the blue steel Intalomas. Nice. There's actually some unique mounts you can get among the various Midas's spells. And I don't just mean the flying carpet. I am going to need to access spell crafting relatively early on. That's going to be a little annoying. I can either do like the first part of all the Mage Guild lines, or I could just head to Frostcrag Spire, one of the DLC locations, because I will be able to purchase something that will let me have enchanting and spell-making facilities there instead. And that is definitely going to be the faster way to do it, but it is extremely expensive. Which does kind of make sense, given how insanely powerful spellcrafting is in this game. But, that's okay. There's a reason I've been collecting tons and tons and tons of just crap in order to sell it off. But even to do that efficiently is going to require another step or two. We're getting closer to Bruma. We've got an Ayleid well over there. I haven't really run into any more particularly dangerous things on the road. You know, the first time I played this game, almost 20 years ago, I thought this was the most visually stunning, beautiful, realistic-looking game I had ever seen. I'm not able to leave enhanced markers. No, the enhanced quest markers is one of the mods that broke, I guess. Weirdly enough, so did spell deletion. I have a mod that is supposed to let me delete spells from my inventory. Does not seem to be working. And I could not tell you why. I assume that it is conflicting with one of my other mods. But I could not tell you which one. We're not really coming across anything too terribly unique. It's probably best just to yeah, it's probably best just to head there. We got all sorts of interesting places to check out around the map, though. That's Frostcrag. Yeah, we'll just head to Cloud Ruler. Head to Cloud Ruler and start grabbing everything that isn't bolted down. And that also isn't stealing, because I am a good person, and I actually really don't like stealing in these games. Unless I have a specific quest. If you give me a quest to steal or murder someone, yeah, I'm doing it.
Grandmaster, is this...
Yes, Cyrus.
But
This is the
unprompted
Emperor's
or
son,
without
Martin
reason,
Septim.
I don't really do that.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Ah, well, thank you. The honor is mine.
Come, your blades are waiting to greet you.
And up we go. Look at that beautiful Akaviri architecture. Man, everyone here is just so decked out. I'm running around with a shovel. I feel a little underdressed for the occasion. And yet I shall stand highest.
Dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim.
That is one of the worst mixed audio lines in the entirety of this game.
Joffrey, all of you, I know you all expect me to be emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate
Your face appears to be having some trouble.
I hope I prove my...
I think this is why it has me the fix follower double face
worthy
bug.
of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it?
Well,
Blade saluting me and hailing me
this
as Martin.
this is probably fine.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. Thank you.
Martin, have you been dabbling in Daedric
Everyone
magic?
expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea.
Well, we do need the
Of
amulet.
course, the amulet of kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragon fires, and stop the Oblivion invasion.
You're freaking me out a little, Martin. And you'll be Emperor.
The Emperor? That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start.
He might.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Joffrey, what's up?
Proven yourself a loyal servant of
Oh
the
no,
Empire,
you've been dabbling
as
in
worthy as
magic
any of the
too.
Blades to stand by Martin's side during this crisis. As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored to accept you into our order. Will you join us?
Absolutely, because I want all your stuff.
It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as a Knight Sister of the Blades.
Sweet.
May your sword always strike true.
All right.
Welcome aboard, man.
So now that that has been taken care of, let's start grabbing every piece of equipment that we can. And we're just going to shove all of it into a box and deal with it later. Yep, everything goes in a box. Everything goes in a box. Except for one robe. For the sake of modesty, we will actually leave a robe. And go, 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 go. We got 15 Bloodgrass, 8 Daedric Hearts, 8 Harada. Only 3 Spittle Stick, though. It's not too terrible. Do want to put these things away, though. We got a lot of stuff stuff we need to grab. There we go. All of these... I actually can interact with these. Pickaxe and tongs, those might be useful. Yarn, I'm sure something in the list of Midas stuff requires that. Calipers, cloth, yarn, why not?
Good afternoon.
And then we got mixed unit tactics. More stuff. Even more stuff. Hourglass, there's gotta be one of them that requires that. Blades Cuirass. Excellent. So here is another really good example of stuff from the Immerse's weapons. You may notice I picked up something called an offhand Wazikashi. And it was, in fact, a shield. Yeah. It is actually a shield. You use it in your offhand. Ooh. Vintage $3.99. Very nice. Okay. Very hard. I am no stranger to the Oblivion lockpicking game. Oop. Okay. Ah, damn. It's not the best lockpicking minigame I've ever seen. I will definitely admit that. But I think it's okay. Ugh, I was too slow there. Just gotta really get it while it's up there. If I break one more lockpick, I'm going to stop. But there's a sword in this case, and it would be useful if I was able to get it. Even though I'm sure it's just a regular old sword. Boom. And that is the Emperor Akaviri Dai Katana. Ooh. Oh, that is so valuable. Oh, that is so great. Not to mention we got 2 flawless gems, some good potions, some rings.
Hail.
Yep, hail. And then I think there's an accessible downstairs somewhere. Maybe. Thanks for your katana and your helmet and your shield. Very much appreciate it, Achille. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yes. Okay, Mortal and Pestle, a Limbic, and a Retort. Some nice alchemy ingredients. Even more alchemy ingredients. Are any of these likely to be skill books? Skill books usually have a higher cost. There we go. Legendary Scourge. No. Last King of the Aliens. Dwemer History and Culture. Okay, that all looks good. Even more stuff. Oop, offhand Akavari split blade. Very nice. Another shield. We got some venison. Some cheap wine. That'll be useful later on. And finally, the armory. We have a lot we need to grab here. Alright. Everything goes in. And do. And grab all that. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. And put it all away. Nice. Yeah, put away all of our various ingredients. Soul gem, we're not gonna need. This is all stuff that can just wait in there as well. Because we are not done yet. And more arrows. Repair hammer. More katanas. Repair hammer. Okay. Now I have successfully gotten everything put down. And we have the equivalent of steel tier armor equipped. Alright. Next thing we want to do is head up to Frostcrag Spire. This is the like mage themed like base game DLC location. We access this, and then it will give me the ability to buy enhancements for Frostcrag Spire from a merchant in the Imperial City, and from that person I can buy the thing I need to do spellcrafting. You will also notice I do not get quest updates that pop up. I still get the audio cue. So we have the Frostcrag Spire memoirs. Honestly, it's actually worth reading this stuff. But, yeah, I just really don't have the time for that while I'm recording. Frostcrag Spire is so cool. We've got few nice little things. This is what we're going to need. The Altar of Spell making, for which we are going to need Mage Tallow candles. So I can purchase what I need from Oralinway at the Mystic Emporium in the Market District of the Imperial City. Perfect. Is there any of the garden that's active by default? Yes, actually there is. This is one of my favorite things about Frostcrag Spire, is that it just has a fully functional alchemy garden, which is so nice. I love that you can just run in here and grab ingredients. And you can even get Oblivion ingredients, including Harada root and spittle stick, which will not try to hurt you, which is very pleasant. And that's Gerald Mountains. You've got nice spot on top. And links that let you teleport to other mages guilds. but I can't remember if they're active by default or not. Oh, they are.
Well,
Alright, cool. Good to know. Alright, Market District. First thing we are going to need is money. It is past midnight. We are just going to stand out here in the snow. Enhance snow from a natural weather mod. And... excellent. Now everything is open.
Speak.
Greetings to you.
So, Copious Coin Purse will basically buy anything off of me. So we're going to be making some money here. First things first, we are grabbing all of our gear. I love the Midas chest spell. A good amount of this stuff we are not actually going to be selling. Whoops. Or at least a little bit of it. The alchemy stuff we're going to do some cooking with. A few of the things are just going to go back in for, like, future saving. Yeah, look at this. We already are carrying over 1,200 weight. I know there's another mod that I used to have that would just let you hold down a hotkey to instantly move an entire stack of stuff without it asking you how many. Whoop. Whoop. Yep. Keep on going. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pause this here because it's going to be like 15 minutes of just selling things. And along the way, I have naturally gotten my alchemy skill up. I might have forgotten that all that Blades gear can't actually be sold for money. Okay, all better. I am now sitting on 1,984 gold, fully decked out in my blade gear, and I've got this as my shield, which is very nice. I just heard someone, like, drop dead, and I don't know where. Let's see.
What is it, Mother Sarah?
I don't know who you are, and you're just staring at me. Let's take a look at exactly how much money I'm actually going to have to get in order to afford spell making. Because it's going to be a lot. Oh! That's actually significantly less than I expected. So, Mage Tallow Candle boxes at 3,273 apiece.
Goodbye.
That's actually pretty obtainable if I just go out and do a bit of questing. Well, actually, I don't even really need to do that much questing. I can just hit up the arena. No, this is still the... yeah. I don't know why I'm... oh, okay. This entire area of the arena appears to be a sub area that you can navigate around. Interesting. Well, the easiest way I know of to get a decent amount of money relatively quickly is from the arena. And I do only need a couple thousand. So let's see what we can get.
Welcome to the arena. I don't think I've ever seen you around here before. I know all the regulars, believe me. If you're looking to join the arena as a combatant, you need to head down to the Bloodworks and talk to Owen, the Blade Master.
All right,
If
sounds
you're
like a
here
plan.
to bet on a fight,
Cool. No, I don't have any interest in betting on fights. I am here to make money. Now, where are you, sir? Hello.
I don't know who you are, friend, but you've got about 10 seconds to tell me what you're doing in my Bloodworks before I lop your arms off.
Well, I want to fight.
You what? You want to be a combatant? Look at you! My granny could beat you, and she's dead.
Well, that's not very
Wait,
nice.
you're serious, aren't you? What is it with you people? You walk in, want to be combatants, and your entrails end up decorating my red room. All right, it's your funeral. Welcome to the arena, you filthy pit dog. You're free to fight so long as you know the rules of competition.
All right,
Now
sounds
let
good.
me give you your battle raiment.
Yeah, I'll take the heavy.
Here, wear it proudly. And keep it in good condition, would you? That way I can give it to some other suicidal idiot after you're dead. Just
Sweet.
let me know when...
All right. Heavy raiment is actually very, very heavy.
Get a move on.
Whoa! No, sorry,
You haven't run
sorry,
home to mama yet,
sorry,
huh?
sorry. Didn't mean to hit everybody. Sorry about that. Sorry. My mistake. My mistake. All right, we'll put my other equipment in here for the time being.
You haven't run home?
All right, let's do it. I'm ready for a
All
match.
right, Mag. When you...
Yeah. Hey, guy. I sure hope you're not secretly the son of a vampire, and when you learn that, you're going to become fiercely depressed and suicidal, because that would be depressing. Alright, let's do this. I don't actually remember how much money you earn from these early fights. I don't think it's a lot, though. I may need to find a more efficient way to get my first few thousand.
We've got some fresh meat, 2 brand new pit dogs. So let's not waste any time. Let the battle begin.
So necromancy's illegal, right?
Snatch is mine, weakling.
Yeah, about that.
Mine, weakling.
Ow! Stop it.
Good people,
Nice.
have a winner. All hail
All right.
the combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now.
Now, and rest. You've earned it. And always be sure to stop by this. Completely refill yourself. Also, those are some lovely iron warhammers. We're just going to drop them into my little interdimensional box. The raiments aren't sellable. That's useful, though. And the Ransom of Zarek. That sounds like a skill book. Yep, athletics. Perfect. And that's more raiments. And there's a few claymores. Alright,
By
let's
the
do
nine... Here.
it. Okay, 50
Okay,
gold.
so you're not a...
Yeah, let's go ahead and do another one. We'll just knock out like 3 matches real quick. And then we'll go and look at more stuff that it has been modded into the game. Probably.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. Who will prevail? The
I can jump. I can jump.
The gates.
Well, at least the rain will wash away the blood. Ow! Dude, why? Fear my shield! It only kind of resembles something that isn't a shield. Gotcha. Excellent.
We have a winner. All hail the combatant from the blue team. Victor.
And just spam a little bit of restoration.
Rest. You earned it.
There we go. Alright, one more fight.
Okay, so you did it again. What do you...
Alright, let's do this.
You must be downright determined to get yourself killed, huh?
Nah, I'm gonna be fine. I don't know what you're so worried about. Actually, these raiments are pretty good armor, all things considered. Not to mention the enchantments are pretty decent for this early in the game. So I will probably be wearing this raiment for a bit.
Good people of the
Imperial City, welcome to the arena!
Are you ready for a bloodbath? The winner of this match will advance in rank, so the stakes are high. Pit dogs, show us what you're made of.
Can do. You fool! I can block you with my tiny little sword thing. Ha! Ow! Stop it. Stop it.
Good people, we have a winner.
Excellent.
All hail the combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team.
And whoop.
And rest. You earned it.
Alright, 3 quick matches. I think that's pretty good. I think I get 100 gold for this one now.
I can't believe I'm saying...
Yep. So, in total, that's 200 gold, so... Yeah, I'm a little over 2,000 now. Still definitely a far way away from what I actually need. So we'll just fast travel to outside the city. Okay. Let's not do that, because that did not seem to work. There we go. Exit to the city aisle, and now I am outside of the better cities area. What seems like a fun place to go to? Why don't I try making my way up to wherever those are supposed to be? I suppose all I really need is like one good dungeon, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. We really just need like one good dungeon's worth of loot and we're gonna be fine. Preferably somewhere that had, like, bandits, though. Alright. Come on, horse. There you go. So, we're going to head in a roughly, mostly northwest direction. There's also a few decent quests that I could go to. Oh, I think there is a mine up here. A mine might be enough. Nice bridge just growing out of the... Or nice tree just growing out of the bridge there. Okay, pillaged mine. Oh! Okay, hello, gentlemen. Wait, light armor skill. Oh, the split blade counts as light armor. Okay. That actually makes sense. Ow. Okay, someone is shooting arrows. I assume... Yeah, it's like an Imperial Ranger. Come on. Go down. Excellent. Ooh, you were shooting silver arrows. Fancy, fancy. Yeah, pillaged mine. That's probably a place that's going to have something useful for me. Hello? Ah, this is from Immersive Creatures. So, I believe I mentioned that one of the problems with Immersive Creatures is that it turned the monsters into HP sponges. But it does give them new ingredients sometimes, which I think is pretty cool. Jeez! Also, the interior of this cave may not resemble any that you have ever seen, because I am running the Better Dungeons mod on top of everything else. Okay. There we go, and... Got it. 10 gold. Well, it's not great. Hello. Don't think I don't see you. Gotcha. Your personality is being drained. Oh. It's an ooze. Okay, it's a necrotic sludge. Another thing from the creatures mod. This one had a necrotic puss. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Sounds like the sort of thing that that YouTube wouldn't be happy about. Silver nuggets, that's pretty good. I mean, I do have a spell that could unlock you, but screw it. Wisp stalks, nice. Okay. Oh! A blood wasp. Okay, that's new. Wasp stinger. Ooh, with the paralysis effect. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Calm the crap down, sir. Okay. Destruction has increased. We're good for another level up. Vine Cutter's Bolo. Also a steel shield. That's pretty good. I should probably go with the steel shield instead. Just, you know, heavy armor for the sake of heavy armor. Anything else in here? We can do a quick hour just to recover. Let's move on. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. Wait, what was the name of this area? The Limestone Works? Okay. Some gold. And... whoops. Ugh, that trigger finger of mine. It's gonna get me in trouble. Okay, good. Whoa! How dare you, sir? Stop it. Thanks for the axe, though. And just throw a few things in here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Nothing there. What do we have over here? Okay, a log. Are you gonna try and drop it on me? Okay, we got beetle. Is that beetle the only thing here? Nice. Beetle resin. Wisp stalks. Golden lockpick. Where's the trip? There's the tripwire. Any other goblins down here? Anyone have any, like, good loot or anything? I'm trying to raise around another 2,000 gold. Gotcha. Lockpick. And he was hitting me with a reinforced pan. It's stuff like that that I think is actually really good for the immersive mod. Immersive weapons is genuinely a pretty good mod. Okay. Also, a number of the enemies that we will be seeing actually originate from mods other than just creature variety. I think the Midas magic mod actually utilizes these slimes as well. Falchion Ranger Steel. Okay, interesting. Was that the entire area? Yes, it was. Okay. Then we can drop a bit of restoration. We've gotten in a couple hundred, probably around another 300 gold worth of loot in here. But that's still a fair bit away from the 2,000 or so that I'm looking for to really get things going. We've got one offshoot tunnel that I had not yet investigated. So what can we find down this way? Goblins. Oh, Hello. Oh, what the hell is that? That's a different type of ooze. Hi. Thanks for the lockpicks. What? A red fungus. Okay. Alright, we took down the red fungus. That one was actually a little bit scary. Wisp stalks are always good. A lot of treasure in here. Not any good treasure, but okay, there's a rabbit. We got some rabbit meat. Barrel, never hurts to grab an extra torch. Iron mace, bronze necklace, gold. Okay. Cool. Alright. That's enough to already get me under the weight limit. Alright, not bad, not bad. Nice little basic dungeon. Let's move on. I could go grab like a bunch of Welkin stones and sell those off. Let's stop by the inn in Coral. There's also the, let's see, that's Rangers Guild.
Well met. Everybody's talking about the hero of Kvatch. They say she actually went...
Alright, the Oak Encrosier. Hello.
Welcome to the Oak Encrosier. This one is Talisma, your hostess. Our rooms and food are at your disposal.
Well, thank you. I could use a bed.
There's one available.
Yes, I will take it.
May I interest
First
you in
door
some
on the
of my
right.
fine wares?
Not right now. I think I'll be okay. Perfect. Anything in here that they actually offer to the guests? Sometimes there's food you can take. Nope. Alright. Then just for the sake of thoroughness, we'll go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. Because I like immersion. Cool. So our 5 for the level. Again, we're going to take endurance. It's actually really unfortunate that we can't get more strength. Personality, I don't really need to invest in right now. Willpower is good, though. Perfect. Now let's see if we can't go sell some stuff. I think Northern Goods will buy just about anything.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Yes, I am. Pleased to meet
Likewise.
you.
I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
Just a quick word of advice, Dharma. There's a town down south called Hackdirt. Don't go there.
Only the
Alright.
You've got a lot to
You
learn.
actually teach mercantile. That's good to know. There we go. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, that should be fine.
What do you have a look around? You will
I
find
want
better
to
prices
sell you some stuff at 52%.
That seems a good price.
Excellent. But you won't buy the equipment. I don't want to go through the annoyance of cycling my inventory again, so I'm just going to turn on God mode. So I can just walk with an inventory of whatever size I please. Purely so I can get somewhere to unload my goods. Is it necessary? No.
How are you?
Is it slightly more convenient for me? Yes. This is also a reasonable alternative to the Midas chest. Hello.
Have a look around.
All
Find better
right.
prices in all Tamriel.
There we go. Turn off God mode. You actually have enough money to buy the Emperor Katana.
Go ahead.
So, let's go ahead and start our game. Okay, so you like these two, and the most important thing is to have the absolute smallest one here. So...
Good one. Don't be silly.
Yeah.
Yes. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore.
Grab that.
Blah.
Do that.
Except I have no choice.
Oof. She doesn't like admire.
That's a bit yeah, I get it.
That was not a really good round, but we can
Don't make me
boast.
Good one. Whatever
Do that.
you want.
Admire.
I'm not buying that one. You're
Do
full of
that. Do
it. I
that.
doubt you really mean
That and
Sure,
that. We're at
that's cute.
61.
No more. You're
Sure.
frightening me. Good one. That's a bit excessive. Don't make
That
me
was not a
laugh.
good round.
I accept. I
Do
have no
that.
choice.
Joke.
Sure, that's cute. That's a bit excessive, don't
Still
you
at
think?
61.
Sure, that's cute. Whatever you're full of it.
Yeah,
I doubt you really
that
mean
was not a good display of speechcraft. Okay.
Whatever you. That's pretty. You're.
All right, now we're at 66.
Yes. Whatever you say.
72.
Yeah, I get. You're a big
66.
fat
Okay,
liar.
get the
Blah,
bad
blah,
one.
blah. What a bore. That's a bit
Admire.
excessive. Yeah, I get it.
68.
Sure.
Okay.
That's cute. Was that supposed to be a Yes. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore.
67.
No more.
Okay.
You're frightening me. Sure. Was that supposed
All right,
to be a compliment?
72.
Well, can't do
Go
better
over
than that.
80.
Perhaps you need
So
a weapon.
she's
a large-
pretty. She's going to probably work with me pretty well. Let's see if we can get her at 55%.
Make me a better offer.
No, she won't go for that. All right, will you go for a flat 50?
I can't afford to do that.
No. Okay. Will you go for a 45? All right, you'll go for 45. So I can get a full 1,200 off of that. And the rest of this
An
I
excellent
can
buy.
sell off to probably make as much money as I need to get the spell crafting
drive off.
going. Okay, 3,768.
Farewell.
That should be enough. So let's hit up the market district again. And... okay, it's early morning. Once we bribe and haggle a bit with the merchant, we should be able to afford the spellcrafting Campbell.
Hello.
Hi there.
What do you want?
We are
Make it
going to
quick.
play a game. So you love coercion. You hate admiration. Okay.
Don't waste your flattery on. I accept. I have no choice. Remarkable. You think that's funny?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Not now. Not later.
Okay.
What a great. That's just no more.
That
You're
brings us up to
frightening me.
41,
Don't please.
59,
Don't talk such remark. You think that's funny?
47. Alright, yeah, it's... okay, boasting and coercion.
What? No more. What a.
There we go,
What a
that's
dumb
58.
I accept. I have not now. What a. Sorry. I don't get it.
62.
I
Ah, here we
accept.
go.
I wish I. Sorry. Not now.
68.
Don't. Please. What a. What a. Dumb
74.
joke. Don't waste your. You think that's. Wish I could.
77. Okay, that's about as good as we can get it. So, let's try to go up to a 62% and just buy one piece of crab meat. So she's going to go for that value. Okay. Can we go up to 68? Will you go for 68? You will go for 68. And at that point, the candles are already completely affordable. So we'll buy one. And we're still sitting on 800 gold. Now I need a couple starter spells.
Welcome to the... Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Let's see. Which ones specifically do I need? I need to be able to fortify stats on myself. Fortify skills on myself. And charm people.
Edgar Votri. Can
Yep,
I interest
cheap
you
spells.
in some of my wares?
Okay. That is fortify a stat for 58 gold.
Thank you. Seeing you.
That might be enough to get started with the spells that I want to make. So I need to be able to make money efficiently. And one of the most efficient ways to make money is to have extremely high mercantile, extremely high personality, and a really good relationship with the merchant that you are dealing with. So what you can do is abuse the spell-making system to create spells that give you this bonus, and I will show you what I mean. So, if, for example, I fortify my personality by 100 on myself with a duration of only 1 second, that means that for that 1 second, I have the highest possible personality, which is really helpful. So we are going to call this spell Like Me. Mark 1. So now, when I deal with a merchant, I can cast the Like Me Mark 1, and then immediately interact with them during the 1 second that the spell is active. And during that 1 second of active spell, I will have a significantly better form, a significantly better way of, you know, haggling with them, getting information out of people. The one thing I can't remember is which Mages Guild specializes in what. Because I do know that there are different...
Delphin Gend, creator of the celebrated Enemies Explode spell.
I mean, Enemies Explode is a pretty great name for a spell. You teach illusion.
I'm in desperate...
I'm Ardeline.
Think?
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something...
I think Charm might be in the,
Good day.
Illusion branch.
Greetings, Evoker.
I think.
What's new with you?
I don't think any of them will sell me spells unless I'm actually a member of the Mages Guild.
Why?
So that is something I'm going to have to work on regardless, simply because it is an efficient way to gain access to the spells that I need. Because I also want access to Fortify Skill, because then on top of Personality, you can also, like, fortify Speechcraft and or Mercantile on yourself. And then also a Charm spell, because then you can do those effects on yourself while also charming a target on touch 100 points for 1 second. And at that point, you can basically just haggle at the absolute maximum amounts. And it'll work every time. It's really, really cool, and it can make such a huge difference.
What do you want?
I want to check you again,
Only
just to make
quality
sure
goods
I
for sale
didn't
here.
miss anything.
What can I interest you in?
No, you definitely don't.
Let's do business.
Have what I am looking for. You don't have any charm or skill fortification.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
You have feather, which is good. Those are all stat fortifications. Okay. That is a charm effect. It is expensive. But we can just go ahead and cast Like Me.
Please.
And now her disposition toward me is 100.
What can I interest you?
So we can go ahead and probably haggle, probably close to 70%, I'll guess. Get this Voice of Rapture. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
So that's the charm spell. Now we just need fortify a skill. Although just having personality and charm alone is pretty damn strong. Yeah, he definitely did not have any fortify skill spells. How about you?
You're in Rin.
You don't sell any. Gotcha. The Arcane University, I'm almost certain they won't ever sell me any magic unless I'm a part of the guild. Still, it wouldn't hurt to check. Hello.
Welcome.
Nope.
I'll pay handsomely if you can procure the items in that list. Find me.
Oh, right. You're the orrery person. Does anybody at the fraternity sell spells? I don't actually know.
What can I do? Have a look at my wares.
You just sell some basic stuff.
Take care.
How about here in the fraternity basement? Frankly, fraternity basement sounds like a kind of dodgy place to check out, but you never know. And, okay, we can't go up there. I don't think Midas sells what I'm looking for either.
I
You
don't
look
believe
important.
we've met before. My name is Alvin. Say, you wouldn't happen to know where I can get some Mora tapenella fungus, would you?
No.
Darn it! I've looked everywhere, and I just can't find a single sample. Perhaps I'll have to head to another town.
Well, good luck with whatever the hell you're looking for. Hey, did you sell any spells?
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure
Just minor innervation, and he basically just sells it so you can get something like really cheap to activate his spell creation thing with. All right, that is unfortunate. I am going to have to find where I can buy a cheap skill fortification spell. And then we will have to continue my adventures here in heavily modded Cyrodiil. But I am afraid that's going to have to wait until the next one.